Hey guys, today we're playing Highlands, Song of Ascent, and this patch is in the key of G, which is the original key, and it's also in the BPM of 92.5. So just be aware of that. If you're playing to a click, make sure you set it to 92.5. You can always change the BPM as well on any of the patches by going to the tempo slider, and you can type it in, you can tap it in, or you can manually type it in. Did I say that? I don't know. So yeah, it's pretty easy to do that if you need to. But yeah, the original tempo is 92.5 that Hillsong decided to use, which is pretty cool. Well, let's get into it. So like I said, this song's in the key of G, and we're starting this one with a bit of a swell pad, and we've got like a cloudy kind of pad, and yeah, it's mostly pads, I think, in the intro. We're going to be playing it on the left hand. Just on the chord progression is E minor, D, C, and G. Play that again. So this is the intro. And that is, what you're going to play for the intro. In verse 1, you're going to be playing that as well. When verse 2 comes in, we're going to add the pinky, hello, and the pinky is going to be just playing the octaves. When you play the octave, the lower section, you're going to just be playing with the piano sound. Alright, so that's this sound. Now with the right hand, we're going to be doing a piano part as well. So that goes like this. So that part comes in verse 2. And let me just slow that right hand down so you guys can see that. So you're playing on the G, and then the A, and then the D. And then G, A, G. Three times. And the last time, you hit the B instead of the D. And you always bounce back from G, A, G. Alright? Now that is a riff you're going to do later with a higher lead. And you play that exactly the same as this. Alright? But we'll get into that later. So that's verse 1 and 2 done. And then we're going to the pre-chorus. And that's going to be like this. We're going to keep that pattern in this hand, but the chords change on the left hand, on the bass section. So just watch this. So all I'm doing on that left hand is climbing up from C to E minor. C, D, E, and then to G, to the D. And then repeat that climb, C, D, E. And then the second time to C. And that's going to lead you into the chorus now. I love the chorus because we get to add in a new layer, and we're going to bring that mod wheel, slide it up, or I should say drag it up to 50%, which is halfway. Now this progression is going to be G, D, E, and C. They all rhyme. So all those in that pattern or that order. Yeah. E minor. And then back to D. Then C. Yeah, sorry, there's a quick D. Now, when we're doing that, we're going to just be playing chords in the right hand with the piano. To the E minor, quick D, and then you C. Okay, both. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I'm just messing around. So, with that right hand, feel free, remember, just to play anything you want. Like, you can play the melody that the lead is singing, or you can just make up some nice chords underneath. Or you can keep it basic and just play the standard triad. Now, we go into the turnaround after that. So, just before verse 3, there's that little instrumental which is called the turnaround. So that's just E minor, D, C, and G. Nice. All right, now after verse 1, 2, and chorus, or pre-chorus and chorus, comes verse 3. And there's a verse 4 as well. So for verse 3, we're going to bring back down the mod wheel to 0. So all the way back down. And what we're going to do is play the same progression in the start. All right, the verse is the same. What we're doing though is just playing the upper section of that bottom hand. So we're not using the pinky for verse 3, just this one. But we're still going to be playing that upper piano riff. So like this. Verse 4, we're going to bring in that, all right? And you'll repeat that twice, and that'll go back into the pre-chorus, which is the C, D, E, G, that part when they sing the Highlands. Cool. Now, the only last bit is the last turnaround, which goes into the bridge. All right. Now, in the bridge, when it goes hard, the mod wheel will go all the way up. You know it's going to happen. So that mod wheel's cranked up. Now, what we're going to do is play E, D, C, and G. So that's the bridge progression. Now, when that's cranked up, you're probably wondering what's coming in. Well, there's quite a few things going on already, but when you put it all the way up, there's a bass, a synth bass that comes in, and that's a pulsing kind of bass. And the cutoff, is opened a bit more, so the pads become a bit more sharper sounding and more full. And you've got a few arps that are running that whole time. So I'll let you hear that. I'll let you hear the bass. And and in this hand you've got other things going on. So I'll show you the difference. So just a slight change. So we're going to be playing both of those at the same time. That's the bridge, alright? Pretty straightforward. Now with this hand, remember before how I was talking about that other lead that we were playing with that piano midsection? Well, we're just going to be doing that up here. Now the piano sound will cut out when the mod wheel's up. So listen. It cuts out. And keys 1 is triggered, alright? It's a different piano, I should say. It's still a piano, but it's a different one. And this piano is the classic and a glass piano mixed together. So remember, the last time, the fourth time, you hit the B instead of the D. Alright, let's try those two for the bridge right now. Ready? And... Yeah, nice. Well, that is pretty much it. And then when they cut back, when they drop it back down, we drop it back down. So whenever it's quiet, just think about putting this all the way down. Whenever you go to the chorus, that's halfway, okay? And whenever you're at the bridge, all the way up. That's how I can simplify it for my brain and your brain. Cool, well, I hope you enjoy this patch and enjoy all the fun you're going to have in church, you know, in worship with this song and many other songs. So I appreciate you guys, you know, coming here and checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you next vid. So catch you then.